Good day! For today's video, we're going to discuss physical fitness tests, health-related components. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to 1. Define physical fitness tests. 2. Give and discuss the component of physical fitness tests. 3. Enumerate the activities under health-related components. 4. Demonstrate the activities under health-related components. And last, value the importance of assessing one's health-related components for fitness goal. Physical fitness test. It is a standardized test prepared by the Bureau of Physical Education and School Sports. It gives you an information about the status of your overall physical fitness. Two types of physical fitness tests. Pre-test. This test is done at the beginning of school year, which includes fitness tests to determine your fitness status. Post-test. This test is done during the last month of the school year. The result of both tests serves as the basis of providing continuous activities and trainings in order to maintain one's fitness. Physical fitness test goal. To determine the level of fitness. To identify the strength and areas of development, improvement. To identify basis of physical activities. To gather and analyze data for norms and standard settings. And lastly, to motivate and guide pupils, students. Physical components of physical fitness. Health-related components. These include cardiorespiratory endurance, muscular strength, flexibility, and body composition. Skill-related components. Balance, coordination, agility, speed, power, and last, reaction. Health-related components. A. Body composition, BMI. It is a measurement of body fat based on your weight in relation to your height. It is more of an indicator than a direct measurement of a person's total body fat. As the BMI score increases, so does the person's total body fat increases. How to calculate BMI? The formula for BMI is BMI is equals weight in kilogram over height meters squared. For example, for an adult with height of 170 cm and weight of 70 kilograms. First step is to convert the height into meters. As there are 100 cm in a meter, we divide our figure by 100. This gives us 1.70 meter. BMI is equals 70 kg divided by the product of 1.7 meter times 1.7 meter. BMI is equals 70 kg over 2.89 meters squared. So the answer is BMI is equals 24.22. World Health Organization classification for your BMI interpretation. We have weight status and body mass index, which is in kilogram over meter squared. Underweight is equivalent to less than 18.5 in BMI. Normal range 18.5 to 24.9 BMI. Overweight is equivalent to 25 to 29.9 BMI. Obese is greater than 30 BMI. Obese class 1 is 30 to 34.9 BMI. Obese class 2 is 35 to 39.9 BMI. Obese class 3 is greater than 40 BMI. B. Cardiovascular endurance. It is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessel to deliver oxygen to the working muscles and tissues and how they utilize oxygen. Endurance. It is the ability of muscles to do repeated work without fatigue. Example activity: 3-minute step test. 3-minute step test. Purpose: to measure cardiovascular endurance. Equipment 1. Step. Height of step. A. Elementary is equals to 8 inches. B. Secondary is equals to 12 inches. Number 2. Stopwatch. Procedures for students. 1. Position in front of the step. 2. At the signal go, step up and down on a bench for 3 minutes at a rate of 24 steps per minute. One step consists of 4 beats, that is, up with the left foot, up with the right foot, down with the left foot, down with the right foot. 3. Immediately after the exercise, stand and relax. Don't talk. 4. Right after the activity, locate your pulse. The first beat is considered as 0. Number 5. Count the pulse for 10 seconds and then multiply it by 6. For the tester, 1. As the student, assume the position in front of the step. Signal. Ready and go. Start the stopwatch for the 3-minute step test. Number 2. After the test, let the student count his pulse for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Means of scoring. Record the 60-second heart rate after the activity. C. Strength. It is the ability of the muscles to generate force against physical objects. Fitness world. It is referred to how much weight you can lift for different strength exercise. Example activities. Number 1. 90 degrees push-ups. Number 2. Curl-ups. 90 degrees push-ups. Purpose: to measure the strength of upper extremities. Materials: exercise mats or any clean mat. Procedures: for students. 1. Lie down on the mat, face down in standard push-up position. Palms on the mat under shoulders. Fingers pointing forward and legs straight, parallel and slightly apart with the toes supporting feet. Number 2. For boys, strengthens the arms, keeping the back and knees straight, then lowers the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbow. Upper arms are parallel to the floor. For girls, with knees in contact with the floor, strengthens the arms, keeping the back straight, then lowers the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arms are parallel to the floor. Number 3. Perform as many repetitions as possible, maintaining a cadence of 20 push-ups per minute. 2 seconds going down and 1 second going up. For the tester, 1. As the student, assume the position of the push-up. Start counting as the student lowers his body on the ground until he reaches 90-degree angle at the elbow. 2. Make sure that the student performs the push-ups in the correct form. 3. The test is terminated when the subject can no longer perform the push-ups in the correct form. 3 corrections are allowed: is in pain, voluntary stops, or cadence is broken. Scoring: record the number of push-ups made. Curl-ups. Purpose: to measure strength of abdominal muscles. Materials: exercise mats or any clean mat. Procedures: 1. Assume a lying position with feet flat on the floor and knees bent at about 90 degree. Hands palm down at the sides with fingertips touching the first tape line. Number 2. Complete a slow, controlled curl up, sliding fingertips along the floor until they touch the second tape. Number 3. The curl up should be performed at a rate of 1 every 3 seconds or 20 curl ups per minute. 2 seconds going up and 1 second going down. Number 4. There should be no rest at the bottom position and perform as many curl ups as possible without stopping. For the tester. 1. Ensure a mat that has tape lines set 12 cm apart. Number 2. One curl up is counted each time the student's shoulder blade touches the floor. Number 3. Make sure that the student performs the curl ups in the correct form. Number 4. The test is terminated when the subject can no longer perform the curl ups in the correct form. 3 corrections are allowed: is in pain, voluntarily stops, or cadence is broken. Scoring: record the number of curl ups made. Letter D. Flexibility. It is the ability of the joints to move through full range of motion. Flexibility is specific to individual joints, so it is impossible to have some joints and muscle groups that are mobile and flexible, while others are tight and inflexible. Example activity: zipper test, sit and reach. Zipper test. Purpose: to be able to touch the fingertips together behind the back by reaching over the shoulder and under the elbow. Materials: ruler. Procedures: for students: 1. Stand erect. 2. To test the right shoulder, raise your right arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back as far as possible. Number 3. At the same time, extend your left arm down and behind your back. Bend your elbow up across your back and try to cross your fingers over those of your right hand. Number 4. Reach with the right hand over the right shoulder and down the back as if to pull a zipper or scratch between the shoulder blades. Number 5. To test the left shoulder, repeat procedure A to D with the left hand over the left shoulder. For the tester: number 1. Observe whether the fingers touch or overlap each other. Number 2. Measure the distance in which the fingers overlap. Number 3. Record the score in centimeter. Scoring: 0. Did not touch the fingertips. 1. Just touch the fingertips. 2. Fingers overlap by 1 to 2 cm. Number 3. Fingers overlap by 3 to 4 cm. 4. Fingers overlap by 5 to 7 cm. 5. Fingers overlap by 8 cm and more. Sit and reach. Purpose: to be able to reach as far as possible without bending the hamstring. Materials: tape measure. Procedures: for students: 1. Sit on the floor with back flat on the wall. Feet are approximately 12 inches apart. Number 2. Without bending the back, knees and elbows, place one hand on the top of the other and position the hand on the floor. 3. After the tester has positioned the 0 point of the tape measure, start the test by reaching the farthest point as possible without bending the knees. For the tester: 1. As the students assume the procedure, position the 0 point of the tape measure at the tip of the finger farthest from the body. Number 2. See to it that the knees are not bent as the student reaches the farthest that he could. Number 3. Measure the distance of the farthest reach. Number 4. Record the score in centimeter. Scoring: record sit and reach to the nearest 0.1 centimeter. To test your knowledge regarding the topic, let's have activity number 1. Directions. Fill the necessary data on the physical fitness test scorecard. Perform the various exercises with the guide of your teacher. I hope you learned a lot from our lesson for today. See you again in part 2 of our discussion. Thank you for listening.